What's going on, you guys? James here with some real news, and today we're talking about a few big movie delays. Now, listen, I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news, but Rona is messing up a lot of things. I just want to see a new movie sometime soon, but we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer to see the Caped Crusader on the big screen. Now, before we dive into all of that, if this is your first time here at the channel, welcome to Real James. Now, if you're wondering who that is, that's me, and I love talking all about movies. And if you do too, go ahead and hit the big red button below and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to tap on the notification bell right next to it just to stay up to date. And trust me, you're gonna want to stay up to date because this week we're doing a celebratory live stream. All the details will be dropped very shortly. We just hit 1,000 subscribers, so what better way for me to just show you guys love, invite you in, and take some questions and give you some honest answers. I love you guys. I'm so thankful for you, but we're gonna keep growing. There's still more milestones to come. If you missed it, I did drop my review for episodes 1 and 2 of the Michael Jordan documentary, The Last Dance. It's really good. The link for that is in the description below, and there's a poll right at the top of the screen that's gonna ask if you're more upset with one delay or another. And in the comments below, let me know if you think these delays are gonna help the film or hurt them. Alright, so let's get right to it. The news comes your way via Deadline, and it does list all the dates that were pushed back for big releases. Let's start with Matt Reeves' The Batman. I have been waiting to see Robert Pattinson in that suit. It looks fantastic. The test footage was great. These leaked photos from set look good. The footage, I mean, it's like leaked videos. They also look kind of cool. I don't know. I'm excited for this take on Batman. If you're unfamiliar with all of this, it was originally slated to come out June 25th, 2021, so next summer. But you know what happened, right? COVID-19 hit and unfortunately pushed back a ton of production in London. Matt Reeves wants to shoot in London and not relocate, so it's going to be pushed back to the first weekend of October, which is October 1st. This weekend is a very famous time slot because it says here that the Joker came out that weekend. I totally forgot about that, but man, that movie made bank. And also I saw some people talking about it on Twitter, but October seems like a more fitting time for the Batman. It's very dark. This version of the Batman looks bare bones. I mean, the Batman is a scary superhero in a sense, so around Halloween time kind of makes a lot of sense, right? Now, the good news is a quarter of the movie is shot according to Deadline, and yeah, I think that's really encouraging. That means he's not gonna have to spend much more time, so it's not gonna get really delayed to 2022. So I think we're all expecting to see that movie in that first weekend of October. And then there are some DC films that got delayed, The Flash and Shazam 2, one that I'm more hopeful for than the other, because even though I would love to see Ezra Miller as the Flash because I enjoyed him in Justice League, he's been the topic of some hot controversy recently, so I don't even know if that movie is going to be as successful, especially if people he's working with don't agree with that footage that was on Twitter. I'll let you guys figure that out, but there's some now behind the scenes stuff. Apparently it's going to be released a month earlier in 2022. It's debuting on June 3rd. Apparently this is instead of July 1st, so I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it seems that there's been a lot of production woes, a lot of delays, a mix-up of writers and directors for The Flash. And is this going to be something that's going to tie into the DC Extended Universe, or is that really just completely gone? I think the DCEU is done. They need to keep doing these solo films, but if you're gonna keep tying the Flash in with Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, I mean, is there a cohesive universe or not? Maybe that's a video for another time, but I'm scratching my head over here. The other sequel that I'm actually really anticipating is Shazam 2, because dude, I loved the first Shazam. Was it perfect? No, but everything worked. The comedy was great. I was totally in love with that film. And it helps that Zachary Levi is the best choice for Shazam. But back to the release date. So it was originally slated for April 1st, 2022, but now it's being pushed back the same year, but November. So November 4th, 2022. We'll see. We'll see if that works in its favor or not. I think it will, because the closer you get to Thanksgiving is you got a lot of potential for people who just want to go to the movies. I think it's going to work well during the holiday season. But it says here that Disney has an untitled live action movie on that fall date. I don't know what that could be or what that means, but I'm gonna go ahead and assume it's gonna steal a little bit of buzz. So one gets pushed back again, and that could be the Shazam sequel. I mean, you gotta imagine they're gonna start playing, with the numbers here, and if Disney's live action movie is gonna really be a big title and take away from Shazam's box office numbers, they're gonna move back Shazam. Probably. And then there are some other films here that might have gone unnoticed, but there's an untitled Elvis Presley movie directed by Baz Luhrmann, starring Tom Hanks, that had an October 1st date, and of course is not going to be released in October. It's going to go a month later on November 5th, 2021. It doesn't want to compete with the Batman at all. And Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, however, is on that date as well. So you're starting to see this. There's a lot of crisscross action going on right now. All these marketers probably are stressed because they don't know what they're gonna do, when it's gonna happen. Like, are we going to get some movies this year, guys? Probably not, but are we going to get those movies that are delayed from this year to next year, and are they gonna hold that spot? That's what's really interesting to me. So it's gonna be really tough to gauge this, but 2021, 2022 should be a really great year for cinema. There's the Sopranos feature-length film. It's a prequel, The Many Saints of Newark. I haven't watched The Sopranos yet. I've seen maybe one episode and it's really good, but I just haven't sat down and gone through every season. I probably should. However, they're going to want to work on that title, I think, because if I were to just read that, I'd be like, oh, okay. You kind of run into the Birds of Prey and the fantabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn situation. If you switch it to Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey, it makes more sense. If you maybe include the Sopranos in some way, or any of the characters' names in this title, it could be better. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. And those are the biggest names and biggest titles that really did just get pushed back today. Not the greatest news, of course, as fans of Matt Reeves' The Batman, from what we've seen so far, myself included. I wanted to see this movie on the day it was supposed to come out, but the October timeframe makes sense. This is just going to be really tough for some movies that already had their 2021 dates sketched and basically put in stone. However, everything is fluid now, so you're going to have to imagine we're going to start to see really weird, and like I already said, crisscrossing of dates. It's going to be good for movie fans, but it might not bring the biggest box office draw if you have two big feature-length films on one day, and especially if it's a superhero or Disney film, you're going to imagine studios want to inch away from that. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the next 2 years play out in cinema, but you guys let me know below again what you think of the news. Are you disappointed? Are you okay with it because there's no way you're going to the movies right now anyway? Let me know below. And if you haven't already, go ahead and like this video, share with your friends, and if you loved what you heard and exactly what you saw, go ahead and hit the big red button below, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those notifications, guys, because we're doing a live stream this week and we're celebrating 1,000 subscribers. Let's get to the next milestone. I love you guys so much. Alrighty, so that's all the news we have. I'm gonna go stress eat, and I'll catch you guys on the other side. Again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you at the next screening.